and we're going to continue talking about in-demand gigs and what you should sell on Fiverr. And in this lecture, we're going to be talking about book reviews and app reviews and listing reviews, just written reviews in general on Fiverr. So written reviews are very much in demand. A lot of authors, business owners, app developers come to Fiverr to help get their product or service off the ground. A lot of times when you start up a new website or you write a new book and you sell it, it has no reviews because no one's bought it yet. So this is a great way for you to get free stuff most of the time. Usually the writer or the developer will send you the app for free or give you enough, buy enough gigs so that it covers the cost of your purchase of their book or app. And it's also really easy to do. All you have to do is just basically try it and review it. And most of the time, the app developers or the writers or whoever will provide you what they want you to write about. So it's really easy to do, and it's very much in demand. So basically, if you want to do book reviews, you should create gigs that advertise Kindle and Amazon reviews. If you want to do app reviews, you should advertise gigs that do Android or Apple reviews. And if you want to do business reviews or listing reviews, you should advertise gigs that do Google Places, Foursquare, things like that. I'm going to get into that obviously in the next section of this lecture, but I just want to go over something really quickly. If you only have an iPhone and you would like to do Android reviews or Android Play Store reviews, you can download an emulator, and it's something I use and I love it. Just thought I'd recommend it, and it's free. It's called BlueStacks, and it is an emulator for your computer. So you can actually run this software on your computer, and it'll run it as if you have an Android phone. So if you have a Google account, you just log into the Play Store on this emulator, and you can just download the app and then leave a review in the Play Store. So you don't actually have to have a Android device in order to leave reviews for Android apps. So that's it, guys. We're going to go on to the next slide. We're going to talk about the gig title, description, keywords, all that good stuff, guys. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to the next portion of this lecture, and we're going to continue talking about the review gigs on Fiverr, but at this time we're going to be talking about how to create the gig and how to optimize it for sales on Fiverr. So the first thing is the gig title. Now this is going to vary because it depends on what kind of review you are selling. I wouldn't recommend just creating a gig just for everything. You're going to want to create a gig specifically for each kind of review. So you're going to have a gig for Kindle reviews, a gig for app reviews, a gig for listing reviews, etc. Okay, so here are some samples. You guys can take them. Just remember, if you're writing a Kindle review, you want to include the word verified in your title. It's very important. So the next part is the category, and the best category for all these reviews are writing and translation and reviews. Now for your gig photo, there are two things you can do. You can either just take screenshots or samples of your work and include as a gig photo and actually turn a live portfolio on and upload screenshots to your buyer every time you deliver the work, and that will appear in your portfolio. Or you just use a picture of yourself and include all the logos of all the products and services you review for that specific gig, and it'll look really good on a thumbnail. It'll look really good in searches. It'll catch the eye of people, and they'll see it and they'll probably click on it. But the most important thing for this gig is the video. A lot of sellers do not have videos for these gigs, which is very surprising. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to either have yourself in front of the camera or hire someone, and you want to look and sound confident while having fun, keeping it short and sweet, and you have to state that it's exclusive on Fiverr. You're going to want to explain what kind of review you're doing, any limitations and any features in your gig. You're going to want to include that in your video. Now remember to watch my gig video lecture from previous, so you guys will know exactly how to create the perfect gig video for your gigs. For the description, you're going to have to state that buyers must include the cost of their apps and books. So if the buyer is requesting for you to review an app on the App Store and it costs $4, you're going to want to include in your description that the buyer must use gig extras or multiples to cover the cost of the app or book in the store or the product. You can state that any buyers with paid apps or books must contact you first if you prefer. If it's a review for a listing, you can include that you will leave a review for any business listing site. So in case there's a business listing site you leave out from your gig title or description, you can say, I'll leave a review for any listing site. You can also create a bullet point list of all the websites you'll leave a review for. And I suggest offering a 100 to 300 word review. And if you want, you can ask your buyers to provide you with a review or write one yourself. It's purely up to you. For the duration, I highly recommend you guys do 1 day initially, and then no more than 2 or 3 days if you receive a lot of orders. For the tags, review is going to be obviously the most important tag, but you're going to want to put the word of what you're reviewing before the word review. So for example, Kindle review, book review, app review, things like that. And here are some more examples such as testimonial, listing, business, verified. These are very good keywords or tags for your gig. Here's a sample of the instructions to buyers that I've used in the past. You guys can use it if you wish. You can pause the video and copy it. And then for the gig extras, I like to use the Express Gig Extra. But again, if you're choosing to have a 1 day duration for your gig, you obviously cannot include an Express Gig Extra. That's why I recommend having a 2 to 3 day gig duration. Also, you can have a gig extra that will cover the cost of any products that are not free. So I will buy your app book for up to blank dollars. So for this case, if you charge $5 for this gig extra, you would put I will buy your app book for up to $4, because again, you only make $4 off of every $5 you sell on Fiverr. Another good gig extra is I will vote up every other positive review. This is good for sites like Amazon. And another good one is I will include an additional 2 reviews for $5. I hope you guys learned a lot about review gigs on Fiverr. They work really well and they're a great way to start out on Fiverr. Thanks a lot for paying attention, guys.